Right, we're going to start off with our first presenter, which is me. I thought I'd just contribute to this special evening. Because I've been putting the chairs out, it may not be absolutely perfect, but it should be pretty close. So, away we go. Comedians start their set with their best joke, and you should start your presentation with your best line. Grab the audience's attention immediately. Harrison Richards did a presentation on barefoot running, and he came on stage barefoot. Nigel Vardy laughs in the face of frostbite. If you've got a powerful message, let's hear it. Ben Wolfelden gave a presentation on his cystic fibrosis, and he used a straw to demonstrate the difficulty he had breathing sometimes. Have one idea and stick to it. Don't try and cram too much in. This presentation is about presenting. Becky Senior once gave a presentation about the chap, and we had 5 minutes on the chap. Slides are pictures. Use pictures. I mean, you wouldn't dream of taking a wallet full of photographs to your family and friends to show them, and then showing them bullet points and text, now would you? That would bore the pants off them. So why do it to your audience? They wouldn't put up with pictures of your kids. That's not my kid, by the way. If you just put text on a slide so you can read off it, then basically using it as a Mickey Mouse auto cue. Very naughty. You've got 20 slides. What you put on those slides is up to you. But it doesn't mean that you have to use one slide for a different point. If you've got an idea that takes longer than 15 seconds to communicate, then use 2 or 20 slides to get the idea across. Use black slides for dramatic effect. Matt Edgar once gave a presentation about the corn exchange, in the corn exchange, and he wanted to show the audience the roof of the corn exchange. If you've got the imagination and software, create your own slides instead of spending 10 minutes on a Google image search. This is a slide from Tom Morgan's presentation about magic and conspiracy theories. He put all the slides together himself. When you present, you've got a laptop in front of you. That's a monitor. It shows where you are in your presentation in miniature that's on the big screen, which means that you can keep an eye on where you are in your presentation, but crucially, remain eye contact with the audience. Because if you turn to look at the big screen, as tempting as it is, you're turning your back on your audience and you're delivering your presentation to a white sheet of plastic that doesn't give a toss about your presentation. Similarly, if you can't be bothered to memorize your presentation and you work from notes, then you're just looking at a white sheet of paper. And if you know your subject well enough, you don't really need the notes. Use props. Lana Caleb did a presentation where he brought a blender and he asked for an iPhone from a volunteer in the audience and he put it in the blender. No iPhones were harmed in the production of that presentation though, so you can relax. Colin Beveridge, he did a presentation on Bob Newhart and he used the props of a telephone and a chair. Lee Jackson, he's brought his mixing decks in. Use props. They're always good. Practice. I mean, you spent all this time putting your slides together and working out what you're going to say. Why spoil it by not practicing? You know, it lasts 5 minutes in total. That means you can practice 12 times in 1 hour. Speak up. The audience want to hear what you've got to say. They're interested in your story. If you forget a line or fluff it, don't worry about it, don't mention it. The audience haven't seen your presentation before, so they're none the wiser. If you really struggle though, and you get really flustered, just let the slide go. Forget about it. Just take a deep breath, compose yourself, and carry on. I saw Martin Carter do exactly this in his presentation, and he recovered perfectly. Comedians close their set with their second best joke, and you should try and close your set with your second best line, or at least bring the presentation to a satisfactory conclusion. Or you can do what June Russell did, and she sang at the end of her presentation. Talking of comedy, what's the secret of great comedy? Quick, timing. If you practice hard enough, you can get your punchline to fall exactly on the slide. Lydia Slack is a master of this technique. More often than not, you will be videoed by John Popham or Dave Naylor or somebody. and then we'll put it on the BettaKultcha website and you can have a look at your presentation. This is your badge of honour. Show off about it, tell your friends, get them to look at it. It'll inspire you to go on to better things. So, to sum up, have one idea, use pictures, grab your audience, but most of all, absolutely crucial, have fun presenting. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you very much.